family little holiday? Every? You still on the holiday with the kids? Oh yeah, we're here. We're out shopping. Oh, nice choice. Yeah, all right. I guess we're gonna say hi. 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 Oh my God, you got a cast on your leg. Well, this? Oh, take one of the always. Bobby Holmes toilets. Yeah. Just a big sock, really. That's pretty nice of you. I feel pretty bad about that. Well, at least I can do is give you a hand.
Hello.
Thanks. Are you going to your hotel? No, my hotel's. Goodbye. Have a nice holiday. Hey, bye-bye now.
This is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso. The Battle Buddies online. You know, as a human being on the 21st century social media, I feel that people talk to me like the internet is some kind of like the internet is like some kind of from out of the world kind of thing. The internet is new. People treat each other like the internet's new, and so since you all decided, well, it's everybody else is doing the same thing on the streets, so we could talk shit about American hero after 9/11 attack in New York City in the state of New Jersey. So I'm a human being and I got feelings. Maybe some over the years, people using the internet, you lost your feelings and don't know what it means to be a human being online as life on this planet. But I have feelings. I feel like I'm a real human being on the internet. Since I came back home from war after 9/11 attack still on the internet, it's hard to trust people back home as a veteran because you made it that way. Living on planet Earth in a social media world and where everybody's talking about every single shit in 24 hours a day, it's kind of confusing on how much hate there is exactly. Doesn't even make any sense how much really, is it fake hate?
Yes.
You don't want to get caught fake hate. We're going to talk shit about you on the streets. It's some kind of bullshit every day, 24 hours a day. Don't give a shit as a human being on life on this planet. You know what? I don't care what people think of me. My name is Michael Commiso on the streets. I did the same math in high school as you, so why everybody talking to me like the streets? I'm a hometown hero, American hero, a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And everybody watched the same movies as me in the 21st century internet like me. I don't know how to speak because you won't let me speak. Speech impediment, slow, special education, don't know. Fuck yo. That's how you talk to me as an American living on American streets. But nobody saw the same movies like me on the streets.
Speak English?
Hey man, when can everybody have a consent that I'm a real American man? Damn man, flew all around the world when everybody mocking me, whispering in my ear, hacking me. Damn privacy. Damn, why is the act of any kind of shit on privacy online? They could just talk shit about me. Damn, invade my goddamn privacy just to talk shit about me on the streets. Damn. I'm still a disabled combat veteran on the streets. Damn, everybody's gotta talk shit about me because you got no balls to hang with me. Damn. You did so much and so much for years, so much for years, trying to help me, Mike Commiso on the streets. Everybody's got my back home and stand up for me on the streets. Rob me, steal from me, talk shit about me. Say I'm not a real man on the streets, so you can talk more about me. That's being a human being on life planet Earth as we know it. And then I'm supposed to spit and know it. You know, all I know is this is an asshole world and nobody gives a shit about me. That's what you all tried to teach to me. As a human being on planet Earth, educated, and everybody's so happy on the streets. What's everybody picking and bullying me and mocking me and blackmailing me? All they want to take is fucking Monday, because they call themselves the streets. Damn, they want us to trust the streets, but all they do is rob me on the streets. Tick-tock-toe, 3 in the fucking row. Damn, everybody's got the same case. Rob me. And the death for me. I thought you didn't like me on the streets, but now you want to steal my name on the fucking streets. Sucks when, damn, I care about animals and pets like everybody claim on the streets. I can't believe real life happens online and still blinding the fact that you're all fucking assholes on the streets. So, what'd I do to anybody but come back home and serve my country? At least I had the balls to fly all around the world after 9/11 attack in the state of fucking New Jersey. They put on the uniforms around me and act like they're better than me, but they're still talking about the same streets. I apologize. I didn't have time to rap every day like everybody and talk shit about American Hero on the streets. Man, I lost count how many times they lied about me on the streets. And damn, everybody's still bullshit, hating on each other, don't know how to help each other on the fucking streets. I'm supposed to give respect to the fucking streets and then come back to me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Damn, so much respect that you gave to me as I served my goddamn American country in the state of fucking New Jersey. All you want to do, that you want to steal, rob me. You don't have to be educated to know what a rob, a thief, a scam on the streets. Damn, man. That's all people talk about on the streets. How you didn't want on one of each other as a human being on planet Earth. Shit, damn. Billions of life been on this planet. Dinosaurs was on this planet. They're all bigger and bad on the streets, even when the dinosaurs was around. They're even tougher than the fucking dinosaurs on the fucking streets. That seemed kind of fake to me. Everything you say to me on the street seemed fake to me. Seemed you don't understand what it means to be a human being on the fucking streets. And they fight about how they can't get along on the streets as everybody's connected to each other's streets. So anybody that came up with the streets doesn't fucking make any sense to me. As you all connected to the fucking same one planet Earth as one. And we all die at the same time on this planet. Fuck, nobody give a shit about me. We all could die on this planet and nobody give a shit about this planet too, right? The streets faked around me how tough they claimed they walked around me. As a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack around me. Stay away from them. It sucks that we come up with music and now you want to fuck up music. Because all you want to say, now you can treat shit to each other on the streets. So it's kind of hard to fucking reach. Open your mind on the planet Earth that I live. Can't open your mind close. Hide. Everybody's trying to brainwash. Hide. Everybody's hiding on the internet. Hide. Everybody's hiding on the internet. Hide. Can the court tell me why? Everybody hiding on the internet in the 21st century social media. What how the fuck? Damn, we could all be nice to each other. We're all butt naked on the streets. Damn, when we put clothes on the streets, now we could be assholes to each other. Cause you act like you didn't see each other butt naked on the fucking streets. Oh, y'all acting like the pussies that can't hang with an American like me. My goddamn friend died around me too. But damn, all your stories sadder than you. I'm a happy person. I'm tired of this bullshit of being angry all the goddamn time. The fucking street seems fake to me. Everybody seems kind of fake around me. I have a heart. I'm an American hero that has a heart. I guess they can't accept that I'm a veteran that has a heart. I'm an Italian, Irish, and American man. From the East Coast, I guess I got to talk like an Italian American, East Side man. I can't talk with a civilized conversation. Y'all get them around, every street around has a hard time nowadays. It's all crying about the streets. As a human being that has life on planet Earth and outer space, but they all got something meaning to say to me. So I say, what the fuck did I do for you lingering around, hacking me, scamming me, talking shit about me? The streets seem fake to me. As American hero that served my country. So what kind of shit can you rap to me on the fucking streets? As a disabled combat veteran like me. As an American Italian Irish man from the East Coast. I can't be a free American man. I gotta talk like I'm from the East Coast. It's hard to rap nowadays because you're all blind to the fact that you all have fake hate on the streets. Everybody gotta talk shit about me, but I'm an American Italian Irish man from the East Coast. What shit can I say about you on the streets? I'm a fucking rat. Holy shit, as an American hero, that's the best shit you could talk about me on the fucking streets. So, how can people know what you do online? They already on your computer right online. It didn't matter what internet site I go home to. Community service for me. I pay for the internet so they all can backstab me on the internet, talk shit about me. I highly doubt the internet's going to have a future if it's all a bunch of haters on the American hero on the street. Everybody wants to be a billionaire. And all they can do is talk shit about me. Goddamn. Everybody must be a millionaire off of me. Stealing this shit. Scamming me. Everybody wants this money. They didn't want to get to know me. They want to take another dollar from me. That's the best shit I can say about the streets. As an American hero just like me. But everybody wants the same movies like me. So maybe, if you can explain the internet to me. Because I'm a disabled combat veteran that's trying to speak from the heart. It's kind of hard to rap and speak from your heart at the same time. All the bullshit, fake hate on the streets. Just because you just want to have another fucking reason to talk shit about me on the... That's how I feel. I don't know how far the internet goes to where you all have to hide about shit on the internet nowadays, where I'm like, well, I'm pretty good in math. I'm trying to figure out if my hometown court is good in math. If there's billions of naked people, 24 hours a day on the internet, people accept each other nowadays on nudity online. The news wrong, the television's wrong, everybody's saying nudity's bad online. They're not saying it wrong. So I guess they must treating us like kids, saying, when you tell a kid not to do something and they're going to do it, all right? So if you tell a kid not to go buy a Playboy magazine, that kid's going to buy a Playboy magazine in the 21st century American century where kids and gang kid nowadays and terrorist groups. So, what did the fuck did that do to the streets? All I do is speak from my heart and they backstabbing me. And sit and talk about me saying what the fuck could do to the streets. I serve my goddamn country. How much fucking points do I need to serve my country after 9/11 attack in the state of fucking New Jersey? It's like every time I'm trying to get to know somebody, they die on me. So, like Toby, everybody nowadays acting like the information reach each other faster than we can keep up online. So the faster you talk shit about me, the faster I'm saying, y'all must be assholes. Because I'm a good guy to serve my country. I was the right guy out of high school. I was the right person to select me to serve my country after 9/11, as I got integrity. I can tell the truth, but everybody can lie about me from the fake streets on the internet. So I feel like I was pretty decent in math. If there's billions of naked people 24 hours a day, you must be a bunch of assholes to treat one person like shit on the internet in the world. If you think about it, if you do the math. If the law knows how to get naked online and don't tell anybody else how the law can pass the test of being naked online, how can that be a good law for the United States of America? Anybody that talks shit about me back home, you feel like assholes. Because I'm a good guy. If I was willing to serve my country and my flag and go out of my country after a 9/11 attack, I can't be bad around kids. But my court wants to look bad. I feel like any court that goes out of the way to talk shit about American Hero will feel like that court doesn't want that court to look good to the public. So people have decided, I want a different judge because this judge has not decided anything and dragging out the case for 24 years before I even came back home for war on the internet. They lie so much. I know for a fact they lied about Michael Jackson. That's Michael Jackson. And look how fast y'all turn on Michael Jackson. Because one person says something about that person. But you got family and friends and fans. And only took one person to say something bad about somebody on the internet. And you decide to say, fuck you. You're not friends anymore. I'm not that kind of fucking person. As an American hero back home. But that's not how the world works, I guess. You all talking about streets so much doesn't even make any fucking sense, though. If it took a lot of effort to create life on this planet should be the safest planet in outer space. No, it's not. Because we're all a bunch of assholes and turn each other's back like we're nobody nowadays because of, is that how fast we delete each other off the internet? Saying fuck each other like that? I don't even get a chance to do anything on the internet because I got some asshole decided to sit there and claim I ain't good enough to be anything as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And I'm like, well, it's because I got speech impediment? Yeah, it's going to be more difficult for me to rap on the streets nowadays. How simple rap, you made rap so simple. All a guy have to do is say fuck, 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 and rap, and then you made a rap song nowadays. There's more than that. There's more than that. There's more to life than being assholes to each other. There's more to life to teach your kids. There's more to life than life and death. There's more to life on this planet. I feel like I'm going out of my way not to be a hater on YouTube. I'm going out of my way to not be a hater on the streets. Because I feel like nobody knows anything about anything, and all people do is decide to talk shit about each other and accept that that's reality. Our news is reality because we're assholes in the world, except the fucked up negative news on television. That's what you teach your kids. So, you know what? Yeah, I get it. Somebody must have learned that I don't know how to use the internet. So everybody hacks my computer because I don't know how to hide my computer on the internet. Everybody's computer's hiding on the internet. But apparently, I'm not smart enough to keep my computer hidden, and somebody knows everything about me because they sit on my computer and act like they know everything about me. That sucks. You teach your soldiers, American soldiers, that they're safe enough to be around American kids and kids around the world because all we was doing our job as Americans to protect this country and our freedom of speech and the way of life in the United States. So anyways, get mad at me. I must make your case look like shit. Because I still today don't think you found shit for you guys to treat me the way you guys did after a 9/11 attack, acting like nobody knows what the internet is. Your kids know more about nudity and sex than I do. Your kids in the world court, my hometown court knows that too, that kids know about sex and nudity more than I do on the internet. In the 21st century social media world we live in. But I got to get talked down to like I'm a nobody. And I'm like, what did I do to people? Because you heard, you decided to talk shit about your American hero after 9/11 on a 21st century media world. You know what? It sucks that we came this far. That's what you're teaching your kids. We came up with medicine in the world. We don't have to be hungry on the streets. Nobody technically, if you think about it, can be homeless. Nobody really can be homeless and live on the streets. If we all care about each other, nobody cares about shit like that. When I watch Fred Tate or Little Man Tate, I'm like, this child's worried about the world than anybody else in the whole fucking world. Only one kid cares about this planet. Only one fucking kid in this world. That's what I saw in that movie when I watched Little Man Tate. And then all this shit, all this problems, don't mean anything. Life means something. Life on this planet means something. All that bullshit, whose street is tougher online, doesn't even make any sense to me. They look like idiots. People call me stupid as hell, but I think the world looks like a fucking idiot to outer space online in a social media world.
Really spaceful.
I'm the mean guy. I'm the mean guy. I'm the mean guy and the angry guy. Because I speak my mind as a human being, as a veteran. I can't keep things in my mind no more. So I'm letting out my shit in my mind saying, How the fuck that one kid cares about the planet more than anybody else? And they've been around, as an adult. They've been around longer than that kid. They would say, shit, we must have to listen to this kid. He must know something we don't. That one kid cares about this planet than we do. As all we claim to care about how we talk the shit about each other on the internet. That's how I feel so far back home as a veteran. They say, wear your head. They want me to dress nice as a veteran back home. They want me like everybody else dress nice around me. My hat's backwards as a veteran. Now you're all going to get mad at me because my hat's backwards as a veteran. Do you think I'm allowed to wear my hat the way I want to as a veteran? Not the way you want me to wear to it as an American hero on the internet in the social media world?
No, please, no.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like, damn, I must have to respect every goddamn person online. Because all the streets talk about is respect on the streets. I'm like, fuck. Serving your country after 9/11 on the streets of America. Holy shit. You look super bad talking shit about me. It don't matter where you live in the streets of America. Anybody that's talked shit after 9/11 about your American heroes look like assholes on a social media world. So how can people who are back in high school? I'm not an adult, 41-year-old at court. I'm back in high school at court. I get it. As long as I can view you as an asshole, I'm allowed to view you like an asshole.
Right.
How the heck we going to accept each other as life on this planet? The first thing you think about, this guy's an asshole at court. He must be a bad judge at court. And the lawyers and the cops, but the first thing you can think about, this guy is an asshole. You don't know about judging people at all. Because not everybody's a bad guy at court. Not everybody's a bad guy at court as television and news. And the world makes it on the social media. Straight talking back. Damn, grandmas slap every gang member terrorist group. Grandmoms, there will be no gang members as terrorists on the street with the grandmas back in the day, because they will smack the shit out of the gang out of you and the terrorists out of you on the streets all around the fucking world. Technically, that's how pushy the fucking world is. To talk shit about each other and go out of your way to hate somebody just because you don't want me to be an American hero on the streets of America in the state of New Jersey.
Here I am. I'm sorry. I have to make it stop.
That sucks to come home to, saying you're safe enough to die and get your head chopped off for American kids and life in America. I ain't good enough to party with kids because you cock-blocking jerk-offs acting like sex is an uncommon fucking social media fucking world. You're wrong. You know what?
I'm sorry.
I don't even know how he had the balls to go out of your way to treat me like shit, as everybody knows what happens 24 hours a day. If everybody watches the news, everybody knows what goes on the internet. I don't know. I think it's bullshit, you know. Because I'm a good guy. So, if I feel like I'm good around kids, can I talk shit about the court saying they must be teddy bears at court? Because they know about sex and they know how to entrap people over. How can they do that? How can they do that? If it's no nudity and no sex online, how can anybody get entrapped if nobody knows there's nudity and sex online? On the amount. I think the amount is the math I'm going up to. If there's billions of people online, you can't accept a veteran online? My hometown court claims that they can accept billions of nudity at court. What did I do to your computer? You're the ones on my computer at court after 9/11 attack in New York City around here in the state of New Jersey. And I'm still just saying, what you're trying to beat the fact that out, that is that what you do to your veterans? We can't dress like veterans because your grandma could kick your ass, letting you acting like a gang member and a terrorist group on the streets after 9/11 attack in New York City. And we all watch the same movies online. Well, maybe one day my hometown court will understand that everybody gets the same internet nowadays and watch the same movie on the internet. So when everybody wants to talk to me with respect and talk to me like I'm a human being online, that's some social media disrespectful because it's some kind of fake world streets online. They said, what are you talking about? I know it's some kind of organized crime. You all could talk shit about each other behind your back on the street. That's how much balls you have. I'm like, what the fuck? You're trying to tell me, as a human being on planet Earth, you guys can't have no balls to party with Commiso back home? And you all call me pussy after 9/11 at court? You mock me at court that I'm a pussy as a veteran. That's what you did. It taught me for a year. Can I get that year back as an American hero after 9/11? Because just because a few assholes got up one day and decided to talk shit about the American hero on the internet. I think the internet is simple and everybody acts like the internet is some kind of complex shit. No, the internet's a human thing. Human beings been on the internet. You made the internet as a human being. Over the years, human beings using the internet decided to become a human being too. And a sci-fi movie. But think about it, your internet's human. So I feel like the internet has some kind of type of heart. The internet, I feel like the internet cares a little bit about each other as a human being on the internet nowadays. You know what? That sucks. You teach your kids that when you're a kid, nothing's going to happen to you when you're a kid. And then when you grow up, it's like, shit, you can't be anything in this world. You teach your kids know more about people than online and as an adult. As kids use the internet 24 hours a day. And I'm like, what did I do for everybody decided it's not cool to stand up for a disabled combat veteran after 9? Because you called me a name? I don't accept the name that you call me. I don't feel like I use the internet as you allow me to use as a scammer on my computer. You've been on my computer before I stepped back in this country. That's how fast people say fuck you. We're all human beings online. And that's how fast they fuck you like that.
Would you turn that thing off?
I think that's bullshit. There's so much nudity and sex online. Everybody sees dollar signs. Everybody sees dollar signs on sex and nudity. So a chance the court over time must have picked up a system of knowing that it can't be that hard to figure out where billions of everybody using the same internet. We all using the same internet. If you accept it or not. It don't matter what site you go on, we all use the same goddamn internet.
Actually, Chloe,
So damn, man, I go out of my way to help everybody out. It's because it's the kind of person that I am. I acknowledge myself in school that I was a good student to people. I was a good friend to people in school. As I was in the military. I must have been the coolest battle, and anybody that hang with Commiso around the world after a 9/11 attack, it must have been the coolest thing to travel around the world with Commiso at the time, serving my country with my battle buddy. Because I feel like I can't accept the negative on the internet. I can't accept that you just say, fuck it, we're assholes, and we're going to watch it. There's more positive in the world. Just because there's people that wake up, few assholes in the world, there's more positive, I feel, in the world. But that's not how the internet works. You can backstab your American hero and talk shit about them, blackmail me and call me a name just like that. Is that the diagnose? You just diagnose shit right away and don't double check. You know, not everybody, if I was a doctor, I would double check my numbers as a doctor. Because I want to double check myself as a doctor and double check the numbers the right way. That's if I was ever a doctor. I don't want to lose. I want to keep this person alive. As long as I can, I keep this person alive as a doctor. And even a doctor should double check their numbers. A genius should double check their numbers.
Are you all right, Mr. President?
It's called common sense. So I don't know if everybody's all about money signs and the money, money. That's not, I think that's bullshit. You know, life, we didn't come this far as in life on this planet to say fuck it, because that's just bullshit. Because in the long run, I feel like we did a lot of good things on this planet. You must see the planet as a negative. You can't be a billionaire and look at the planet as a negative. If I was a billionaire, you would have to look at the planet as a positive way to help everybody, to teach them how to survive in the world of bullshit. The more money you have, the better you're off at court in America. Wow. Is that what you teach your kids? I didn't do nothing wrong but try to use the internet in the 21st century internet world and social media. And you all allow sites to pop up on my computer in the social media world. It just seems like you jerk off, this asshole. Because it's easy to keep the internet safe. If we can shoot a fucking rocket to the moon and land a man to the moon on the planet Earth, I think we can keep the internet safe in the social media world on this planet.
What's his name?
But we won't accept each other, will we? I feel like, you know, what I went through as a soldier and everything, as an American hero back home, I just still don't understand people. I don't understand. I'm like, how simple people can treat each other and respect each other as people in the world. No. It seems like everybody has to keep the streets on the internet because you're all pussies on the streets hiding about the billions of nudity and sex online. Oh, they can hide at court when they're naked at court. The whole world sees they're naked at court, but they're hiding. And they don't have to tell you they're naked at court. When billions of people see them naked at court. Social media, 21st century internet. So there's no privacy. I hope people have to accept that. There's no privacy online. Because if I was an American hero, people won't eavesdrop and this decide, oh wow, you know how to hack my computer and see things on my computer. Wow, that's the smartest thing we could do on the internet.
A brand right Mercedes 2001 SEL limited edition.
This saw.
So, yeah, I got it at a very...
Because I was the right man to serve my country as an American hero.
Where was you last?
It's cool that I could say that I'm an American hero.
Spring Hunt.
And I know, I guess people try to help you back home as a veteran, but sometimes I just don't understand. So how we view the world on news and television is how we view each other as people on the streets. So back in the day, we could be kids and ride bicycles down every street because we're adults and allow you to ride your bicycle down the streets, around the streets. When you ride your bicycle as an adult down the street, we're so judgmental and asking why that person as an adult riding a bicycle nowadays. Is that how the world works? I wonder why there's crime on television. You point out the obvious. Everybody points out the obvious on the end.
See, what do you do? The minute we move in, they're going to sponsor your radio.
Meaning that everybody could go on the internet site and do the same thing and talk shit about each other. They go on the streets and act like it's some kind of perfect day in the world. And I'm like going back to Fred Tate movie. And I'm like, you may have fixed something today, but we're going to say fuck it and don't fix anything the next day on the streets or the internet. We know that eventually the law, as an American law, has to accept nudity of sex. I don't know what my hometown court says to your kids online, saying where sex and nudity come, but I think your kids understand. I guess that's the obvious. We all point the obvious out, that your kids know more about sex and nudity than I do. To bully me and call me a name, acting like, holy shit, how easy it is to fucking fix the internet. So obvious, I'm not trying to talk shit about you. As fast as you talk shit about me. So I don't know what I did. Maybe you saw a goofy white boy and decided we can't have that on the internet because it's cheering people up because there's a goofy white boy on the internet or something. Is that what's going on?
Appears to be.
Because it's hard to make people laugh because I feel like I'm the only one trying to make people laugh at the party. I apologize. Maybe my joke's not on top of it, but I do practice a lot. I do practice. I try to come up with jokes. I try to come up with ideas, and it seems it's not good enough for the internet. But life does matter. It don't matter. Well, I hopefully, over time, because people do go to school. If you try to go back to school, people still go to school. As the internet school nowadays, seems like I don't even have to pay to college to be in a college class. Just go on YouTube and try to understand what the professor is teaching the class. And I feel like stepping back and not being in that class. I think if I was in that class trying to learn say that's how nervous it is. Just thinking about me being in class, I can't even say the word. And I'm stepping back watching on YouTube. I bet everybody is nervous in that class because you're taking the top of the line college in America. And you're so nervous and you got to make sure you pay your bills on time. If you don't, they kick you out of the room in college. It's like paying rent. You got to pay your rent on time in college. So you can't focus on class because you focus on your bills in class. You focus on how to be cool with the teachers in class. And I'm on YouTube laughing. I think I understand relativity. I feel like I understand relativity. And it wasn't even I was watching Stanford classes. Yes, I didn't understand the math, but if they took the time to teach me the math, I probably can understand the math. But I understand beyond the math, and the professor seems like he's not really trying to teach you math. He's trying to teach you relativity. We all know you must be the best algebra taking person in that classroom and trying to figure out why algebra is not making any sense to relativity. But that's not what this professor was trying to teach you. He was trying to, I said, I feel like the professor when I watched Stanford, the classroom, or whatever you call colleges of the professor world. And it looks like I feel the stress off everybody in that classroom as they're watching on YouTube. And I feel like the professor is even stressed out trying to teach relativity to the class. And I was laughing because I said, I get it. I said, let's move on. Let's see what, maybe I have to go back and figure out the algebra part, but just keep going. I felt like the professor wanted to keep going. That's how difficult to talk about relativity. You guys can't accept the relativity and the social media. You can't accept each other on social media as the butt-naked world we live in. How the heck are we going to accept relativity? That's how I felt when I watched the professor at Stanford. So maybe I felt like the professor was trying to joke around with the class because they didn't get the professor's joke. Because he understands that it's hard to explain relativity. To learn it in the classroom must be difficult. So I think sometimes he was trying to entertain the classroom with his personality as a professor, because he could keep going about algebra, numbers, and math, but if you don't understand relativity, I'm not getting anything. If they're still talking about algebra in this classroom, I must have got to nobody teaching this classroom about relativity. That's what I said. So, just because people force you to watch shit on the internet doesn't make me somebody. Is that how crooked the world is and how fast people judge each other? You don't just get judged by the judge nowadays. You get judged by every single person that's on your computer, and it's the whole world on my computer. There's no privacy. I try to get security and keep everybody off my computer, but you didn't want to stay off my computer in the social media world. Oh no, I have a good heart. I felt like I was going in the right direction on YouTube, trying saying, why the heck we watching each other kill each other on television? That doesn't even make sense. As we got NASA and life landed on a moon, I felt like we went further than the moon. They're not telling us. But there's a social media, they're going to figure it out eventually. But my life is not a social media. Just because you decide to go on my computer and hack my life and talk shit about me on the social media doesn't give you the right to talk shit about me as your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I don't know if y'all woke up and had a bad day and decided to call me names or whatever, how the social media works on the streets. But I think the streets sees the streets by now. The streets been on the internet so long, the streets see the internet as the streets online. So when everybody talks to me like, this is the first day they saw nudity and sex on streets, seems like you more want to rob me than help me back home. You want to take more money from me and rob me back home. Because it is the streets online. That's what streets do, is rob each other online. Is that all we do as people in the world? Because that's how you make the world sound on television, that there's no hope. But there is. There's faith. there's faith in the world. I feel like I'm a good guy, have a good heart. So if I'm a good guy with a good heart, there must be a lot of good guys with a good heart on the internet. So how do people just get up one day and talk shit about each other on the street? That's why you're messing up music. Music wasn't that hard. Music didn't have to represent themselves as a rap song. If you say one good rap song on the street, that's good enough nowadays. All this bullshit, acting like so hard to talk good about each other because it's a rap song. I had to prove nothing as a rapper back in the day. In the 70s. In the 70s, no rapper had to prove nothing but be themselves as a rapper on the street. Now you're all a bunch of assholes. You all act to have, you made rap something it's not. Rap is poetry. That's why I like rap. I didn't say I like all rap music, but I don't say, I do give music a chance to listen to. If I listen and I like a certain beat in the sound and the music, that's the reason why I like that song. Maybe sometimes, but yeah, I feel like I selected really good music over the years. This is how the world internet works. You know, you all claim that you want to keep practice safe sex and keep sex safe online. But all you guys do is backstab each other and get jealous of each other. Because the first day you're all a bunch of wannabe gangsters and terrorists in the world. And you get your all emotional breakdown when you hear sex on the streets. Everybody has a nervous breakdown when you hear sex on the streets now. Nah, I think the only thing that keeping the internet as all that fucking hate bullshit is the sex and the nudity online. So you must have earned a lot of profit over years at court because it's so easy just to hack a computer, figure out and point and put them in the direction the court wants me to go to on the internet. Then they try to show me that the world hates sex and nudity. Before you was allowed to talk sex on television. I don't know, if some kind of, because you're all a bunch of assholes and you're a bunch of prunes now because you're all talking about straights online. Only one person can have sex online. I see billions of people 24 hours a day doing the fucking same shit 24 hours a day on the internet. So that's a lie too, isn't it? They lie about sex, they lie about nudity. Then you, on top of that, you lie about each other as people on the internet. So can I speak out and say, this sucks? Because you all came up with a fucked up internet. I have to accept the fucked up internet world. As we all landed on the moon as life as we know it on planet Earth. I think that's smart. To see the planet flat than to see the planet round. Hopefully, I think the people, right now people see the internet flat. The internet's kind of round, I feel like. The internet's going, if you talk shit about me or not and get your kicks off at court around you as an American hero, the internet goes around and around and around and around the next day. So the time you all talk shit about me, there's billions of even more nudity and sex on the internet. So that's kind of, I'm trying to be a comedian. I'm trying to make people, I feel like I like making people laugh. But in the world we live in, it's hard to make people laugh. Because all people do is sit there and judge each other because you decided to scam and sit there and have a bad day on somebody else's computer. And I'm like, this sucks. Everybody wants change in the world to accept each other and peace and world peace. Well, you're all a bunch of bullshit and lie about every single shit.
Nobody talks to me that way.
There should be no crime. As an American citizen, an American hero, as a veteran, I feel like there should be no crime on American television. No crime on American television. There should be no crime on the internet. You get the kicks out of earning money off of crime, I guess.
It's going to be very dark.
Because anybody that sits there and watches news every day, you're going to get crazy yourself because you're watching news every day. I can't watch news because it doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't understand the news on life on this planet. Because they go out of the way to find the negative. So if we only got 1% crime on this planet, they make it look like it's fucking whatever. And on top of that, how hard is it to solve 1% crime in this world? On the internet. So I'm the kid. I'm sitting there, I feel Fred Tate. I feel this kid. I feel what he's thinking, what I understand why the kid thinks this way. You must have bullied this kid in school, and he still go out of the way to figure out how to keep this planet going. How can somebody get bullied every day, go out of the way, and care about this planet than anybody else on this planet as Fred Tate in the movie? That's how maybe you all took the movie serious as Fred Tate. I was laughing with the kid. And as a kid, I was trying to understand the adults in the movie. I guess that Fred Tate already knows. They found out that, well, I'm going to get an A today because I'm Fred Tate in this classroom. So what's everybody's problem as an adult in the movie? I laughed when the guy decided, I'm going to teach you how to play pool. I'm not your babysitter, to Fred Tate. I thought that was the funniest part of the movie. You're Fred Tate. You're a kid in college. There's no other fucking kid in college but this fucking Fred Tate kid. Because somehow he got into college than the other kids in the other schools. And this guy said, I'm going to teach you how to play pool. And the kid saying, fuck it. I don't even care if I get an A or not in school as long as this guy teach me how to play fucking pool today. He said, I can't babysit you. You're not my responsibility, Fred Tate. I got to do what other adults are doing. I can't be all around you all the time in college as a kid. And what do you think the kid's like, he sat down on a bench. He had to take a break from life. You put pressure on your kids in the world. Because the kid in Fred Tate had to take a break. And it's like a seeing double fucking vision of himself. Say, what, is it me? Is it me or something? Because, I understand they all see me as a Fred Tate genius in school. But they can't figure out how to hang with me. Say, what the fuck? Seriously, that was the funniest scene in that movie. I don't know if people watch the movies like I do. If you watch movies like I do, you won't watch horror movies. Because every horror movie is the fucking same. Somebody dies in a horror movie. What we fucking do? You don't learn anything in a horror movie. It's just certain movies like this. It's like, this movie would meant something to me when I watch it. Like Back to the Future. I laugh. I felt like Back to the Future, there was comedy. There's comedy in every movie, if you think about it. There's some type of comedy in every movie. And the comedy I saw in Back to the Future is, I bet everybody's going to fuck it up. Everybody's all happy that they came out of the movie theater and watched Back to the Future, and everybody's good friends with each other after the Back to the Future movie. And they're going to fuck it up and try to find a sports magazine and win millions of dollars on sports.
No, he doesn't.
They're gonna fuck it up in the future. That was the whole point of the goddamn movie. You know, if you think about it, that's a genius type of movie. Back to the Future is a type of genius movie. You know, if you hate Back to the Future, I don't understand that anybody hates Back. It's hard. If you could come up why you hate Back to the Future, then there must be something wrong with you.
What the?
Because it's everywhere I was laughing through the whole movie. I find comedy in movies. When I watched Titanic, everybody was having a nervous breakdown because of the ship going down. But somehow they could chase each other around the ship and try to find love at a rose. There's only one lady on the ship. You got all these ladies on the ship, but everybody's chasing. Even the captain had a crush on Rose on Titanic, and the reason why we had a crash in the iceberg. If I can't have that woman, then nobody can. And I'm going through the damn iceberg if they like it or not. That's how when I watched Titanic, that's how I laughed through Titanic.
Just getting it before
Everybody's helping out Rose. You try to tell me the damn ship didn't come together and help each other out to get off the ship less than an hour? You could have get everybody off that ship less than an hour. It took like 2 hours for the ship to go down or something. You didn't have to take the cars. You didn't have to take the stuffed animals off you could come back to the ship and get that diving. You already know where the ship went down. You can let everything go and save every single person on Titanic. If I was a captain, once that iceberg hit that ship, I would order everybody to come up to the first platform on the ship and make everybody fit on the platform on the ship. Because the weight is uneven, so if you put everybody on top of the ship before the water, now the ship is confused. Maybe the ship will last a little longer if everybody's not moving so much through the ship and we're on top of the platform and we're slowly putting people on the ship. Boats. All right, you got 80 in there? We could fit 100. We could put fucking 100 in that. We could put, so maybe at least 125 on that boat. We're going to tie these goddamn boats together, and now you can put 125 on that boat. Now we're going to tie this boat together, and now you can put 140 on this boat. Then you're going to tie this boat, and now you can put 200 on this boat. That's how, if you was a captain on Titanic, you really think you allow everybody fucking die on Titanic? I don't know, that's why it was funny. Over one woman, you can have the time to run around and chase the woman on the ship. No, you don't worry about your lives at all. You worry about finding love and everything. That was a hard cruise. That was the hardest cruise to go on, Titanic. Titanic was just a cruise to America. So, you think everybody went on a cruise after Titanic? There must be something wrong with you. If you read the news and say Titanic went down, the first thing you wanted to do is go on the ship. So, I find comedy. You may take the movie the wrong way and serious. I find laughter in the movie. Because life can't be that complicated. If nobody wants to die on Titanic, and you already know, it shouldn't take that long. They said it took 2 hours to put everything on the ship. It took 2 hours to put the cars, the baggages. I don't know how many people brought packages on Titanic, but it's the 20s. It's the 1920s. Every single person has a big giant luggage. Because the luggage were big back in the day. So I feel like everybody had some type of luggage at the luggage on the ship. Then you got these heavy-ass cars on Titanic. Do we keep the cars on the ship? Or open the goddamn doors and fucking throw the cars off and said we got a little more time on Titanic. What the fuck do we need these packages for? It's the 1920s. I'm going to America. They probably got every store in America. Why the heck I need these packages? Baggages.
Looks like
Throw every baggages off of the ship. Alright. Now, I guess, what else is on Titanic? This tear a hole out of the engine, cut the engine. Engine's fucking the heaviest shit on this goddamn thing. We gotta take out the engine and keep the ship floating. You're trying to tell me. I feel like the ship itself was the heaviest shit. Titanic was fucking heavy as shit with the engine, and Titanic itself made out of they made real metal back in the day. Titanic was a real metal back in the day. So when I watched Titanic, I was confused. Are you serious? I wish I was on Titanic. I think I would have got everybody organized. Because everybody wants to follow me, Commiso, on Titanic. Hey, follow me. We don't have to die on Titanic. There's boats over here. Hey, shit. There's enough supplies on Titanic to build a fucking ship. We could build another ship off of Titanic. That's how much fucking supplies they got on Titanic.
you're a little more.
So if you was a billionaire on Titanic and you're the only one that comes off the ship as a billionaire, the billionaire already knew his name was going to be, how can one billionaire get off Titanic and nobody can? That what kind of fucking news is that?
But what is this?
So it doesn't make any sense to me. There's got to be some kind of, are you serious? Are you serious?
Sure.
There's enough people on this goddamn ship to work together to get off this ship, as you can leave everything fucking on the ship and just save life as we know it on Titanic. So, but if Fred Tate knew anything about Titanic in the 90s, holy shit, imagine Fred Tate on Titanic saying, we don't have to die as a kid. You're overthinking it. If it took 2 hours to put everything on the ship, even yourself and the cars, it should only take about an hour to get everybody off the fucking ship. So unless the crew of the ship stay behind Titanic and say, well, I'm going to wait for the other ship, that crew would have got everybody, because it was a Navy crew. I felt like they said Titanic had a Navy crew. I don't think Navy is that unorganized. The military, I feel as an Army guy, there's some type of organization in the military. There's some type of organization in the military as an Army guy. So if you're a Navy crew on Titanic, you have that Navy kind of we're getting me on myself off his goddamn ship too. So once we instantly hit, do you think everybody stood on the bottom of the floor and waited for it got flooded? They heard a fucking noise. They heard the first noise on Titanic and say, what the fuck is that? We're all stoned and drunk on Titanic. And you all saying, well, I had a good time on Titanic. I'm not going down with Titanic. But I'm not going down with Titanic. You had a stoner on the damn Titanic. There was a bunch of stoners that could have built a fucking damn ship out of Titanic. If there was the damn fucking stoners that we have nowadays, they could have built a Titanic off of Titanic, and everybody could have lived off the Titanic.
Yes.
You got them tearing off the damn benches and couches off. This, I think that doesn't make any sense. Titanic doesn't make any sense to me. We can't just, you're trying to tell me, oh yeah, we all learn how to be cool and chilling on the internet and know we're the cool way of life. to just say fuck the disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. So yeah, I got feelings. I cried too as a veteran. You know, I don't know. I get it. I know everybody back home's got emotions too and feelings. But I think we rub that shit in our faces that there's life on the internet. I get it. There's life on the internet. I get it. Life on the internet. So I'm just thinking there's some kind of organized system say, I don't know. You know, because back in the day, it felt like the reason why there's no gangs and terrorist groups or anything on the streets, because we're all cool people and stick up for each other, have each other's back on the streets. That's why it was a good neighborhood, because everybody had each other's back and we're all chilling. And that we, as streets, accept each other as streets by now, if it's okay with the streets. And saying that's bullshit. You teach each other to respect each other just to say fuck it and don't care about the planet. And it's not, that sucks. So when I watch Fred Tate, even when Fred Tate was getting bullied, you know, he accepted that he was a kid in college at one point because of the, you know, he didn't understand why it was so it must have been uncool to play pool with a kid in college. But then he said, and the way the movie made it, yes, the kid understand. I can't hang with you all the time because you're a kid. Is that how the future is going to be on the internet? We can't say kid on the internet. We can't say kids on the internet. We can't say kids on the television because you're all backstabbing, cock-blocking, asshole haters, acting like puss. This is the first time people on this planet saw pussy on the internet as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. You know,
Daddy, it really you?
I cried today because Toby died. Instead of worrying about my feelings and how I feel about Toby, I'm worried about the planet. Saying this is bullshit how we treat each other as people, as the streets are on people in the world. Because we look like the fucking idiots on this planet. You know, people call me stupid and slow. But we look like fucking idiots on this planet to keep having wars and violence and crime and acting like nobody can get along with each other on the internet bullshit. Because I cried. And I miss Toby so much already. And as a veteran, you can't open your feelings up because there must be something wrong with a veteran when they open their feelings up and shit. As tough the fucking streets are to each other on the internet.
Well, we better get going. Wonder, will we ever see each other?
But that doesn't mean anything. It don't matter. You know, I see myself as a good person. I have a good heart and care about things. And maybe that's another reason why I keep making my YouTube. Maybe y'all saying fuck this, fuck. I don't know what people say anymore. I really don't care because it doesn't even make any sense. We wasn't raised and grown up like that. When your grandmom's tougher than you, there's no gangs and terrorist group on the streets. I think that's fake as shit. When you got a grandma can backslap you in the head, the gangster and terrorist shit out of your crap on the streets. So, you know what? I feel like so far the pressure you put on me, and I'm watching Fred Tate, I said, all that pressure, that he's just a kid. You're putting a kid on a television show, ask him questions, and he's worrying about if he must have felt that something was He's a genius. He must have felt something wrong must have happened. If I was there, would I be able to save that kid in the pool and give him mouth to mouth and save his life if I was there? But the mom did it. The mom did it. But he was worried about his mom. He was worried about his friend. That so much friends he had as a kid. And he asked him all these questions in colleges, saying all that shit should be solved already at college. All that shit on this planet should be solved already. Nobody wants to have a bad life. Nobody wants to live a bad life. Everybody acts like they all want to hate each other. But technically, there's got to be 1% heart in the world for us to care about each other as life on this planet. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to help Toby so much because I cared about Toby. Everybody said, why you care about an animal? Because he's some kind of fucked up straits in the world. I'm an animal person. I feel the animal's pain. So when Toby died today,
Sorry, sir, but it's very important.
I didn't know what to do.
How many
Because I felt like
for which?
he was okay. Because I just felt like Toby just had something in his throat. And he was happy. I felt like Toby was happy going to the vet. I said, I made Toby happy going to the vet. And then they told me Toby has cancer. I cried so. I feel I like him. I gave Toby so much toys, dog toys. I give Toby a hug. I feel good when I hug Toby. And I ask myself, how can one person care so much about something and this world can't care about the world on the internet? And selfish the world can be just to call somebody a name and say, fuck it. And I'm like, you know what? This is not my life back home as a veteran. There should be so much cooler things back home as a veteran back home. I had to be a famous veteran or not. Everybody should understand what the veterans went through serving this country. The social media fucking world, and everybody decided it's okay to talk shit about each other on the internet. So I don't know what type of hometown law or court allows people to talk shit about their disabled combat veteran after 9/11. But I think that sucks, and something crooked is going on if you allow your court to accept and call somebody because how fast you judge somebody because you decided to sit there and scan my computer before I even step back home in America. You judge each other so much online, it's not even funny, dude. It's like we all the school and all the things we learned about ourselves as in this planet as life. We didn't learn shit about each other on this planet as life. Because nobody would talk shit about each other on the internet and all that bullshit, right? So yeah, imagine Fred Tate. He would have to take on college. He was worrying about his mom. He was worrying about the planet. He was worrying about, every single thing. You're thinking about, you're a genius. Your mind can't be shut off. Your mind keeps going and going and going. Our mind keeps going and going and going.
Yes, it's amazing.
You can't shut off the thinking. It just keeps going and going and going. So imagine Fred Tate find out that his pet died. Man, that'd be the saddest fucking movie in the fucking world. To find out Fred Tate is the only person that feels every single thing. He knew right away. He knew right away that Fred Tate, boy, knew everything. Boy, knew before everybody that his pet's gonna die today because he was a genius. So it sucks that everybody knows how to watch each other die on television but can't keep her safe from simple as shit as life on this planet. So, no, I'm not a bad person, and I didn't deserve to be called a name and blackmailed and acting like it's okay to do that shit to people. I don't know what type of people would do that to an American you in the state of New Jersey. But like I'm saying, I'm always thinking. The only reason why people know what's on my computer because you're the one sitting there putting the shit on my computer on the internet. You're already there. You already accept you're going to scam me. You heard that I collect benefits, and that's your benefit for someone, and for some reason, and you want to scam the money out of me. But I'm like, all I can think about, what's Toby's thinking about? What's Toby's thinking about? What's Toby's thinking about? Because Toby's got attached to me. Toby got attached to me. And I cry because I already knew that Toby knows. I already knew that Toby knows. Because technically, nobody really wants to die. Everybody acts like they're big and bad and wants to die in the world. But really, nobody wants to die in the world. Toby didn't want to die.
What do you want?
They say he has cancer. And I'm like, why can't I be a genius and fucking find a cure for cancer? I can do it. I can do it. Give me time. I can find a cure for cancer. There's something simple in your body. It's only a fucking mole growing in your body. It's only a mole growing in your body. It's got to be something simple. But the world don't think like Fred Tate. You know, maybe back in the day, you're all friends. Because Back to the Future tells you to be good friends to each other and you understand Back to the Future. Now you're all some kind of uptight world online and people don't know how to use the internet because people don't allow each other to use the internet. And then on top of that, why the fuck is any type of bad shit on the internet in the fucking first place? Well, we all watch the same movie. So I don't know how complicated it is for everybody to set the mindset to help a disabled combat veteran, but maybe you really have to kiss ass in the world? Even though people watch each other die on television, and even animals die on television, you still sit there and that's the only thing you think about? How much money you could take for somebody, the animal to die? That's another thing that's so. We pay so much taxes in America. It shouldn't cost only a fucking $5 to get buried in America. So it costs $5 to get buried in America. Because everybody's saying that's fucked up shit. He's dead. And the first thing you all worry about is money when somebody dies. And that's not how Americans think and care. American system works as taxes. We all could get buried at $5. And everybody and grieve. You know what? It's Toby. And it sucks. I know nobody cares. And the only person that cares is fucking Fred Tate. So I'd laugh through the whole movie thinking what this kid is thinking. I said, this kid's saying, what the fuck's wrong with everybody in the movie? If you're not going to play pool with me, don't just sit up and say I'm going to play pool with you. I'm a fucking kid. The first thing I'm going to think about, shit, the only thing that's fun to do at college is to play fucking pool. And there's some adults don't know how to shit me as a kid, as a Fred Tate in college. You can get poo-tang all you want in college. And I'm a kid. I said, you told me you was going to take me to play pool as Fred Tate. And I'm sitting on the bench saying, this is fucking bullshit. As a kid, even the kids in the world, this is fucking, every single goddamn kid on this planet saying, watching the internet saying, this is fucking bullshit. You try to tell me I'm a kid, and you try to teach the world the internet should be safe for kids, but shit. Just talk shit about a disabled combat veteran. I see why the internet's messed up, because the only time you have is talk shit about your disabled combat veteran after 9/11 on the social media world. So you know what? I gotta accept who I am as a person. I know I'm a good guy. I bawled my eyes out when Toby died. Because he's my friend. It's hard to, it felt like Toby was the only one that stood up for me. And Toby stood up for me, and then all of a sudden he has cancer. That's what I came back home to after 9/11 as a veteran. Everybody dragging out the case and making it sound, you know what, if you're going out of your way to make me sound bad on the internet, then, you know, you look like assholes already. I don't have to say much nowadays on YouTube or on the internet and social media world. Because I did something with my life. You know, I am a caring person. I'm a responsible person. I'm here because I'm here, and I understand. I got family and friends. And friends and battle buddies. But that's not how the world works. That's what I'm thinking. I said, I watched some movies. All these people can help this person out. And we don't have to watch them die on television. I feel like we are going to have to advance with technology too. So if everybody wants to be a $1 million porno star on the internet in the future, then you won't get shot on the streets of America because you paid enough taxes to not get shot and stabbed on the streets of America, because everybody's a millionaire and don't want to get shot and killed on America's streets. Yeah, you pay for that in taxes and the services on the internet. So you want people to pay more money and spend more money in the future. You're not going to talk shit about each other on the internet. Because you're a millionaire and you want to stay a millionaire in the future. We already know there's a lot of technology for you guys just to hack my computer and sit there and listen to my conversation without my laptop even being on. So I don't want to live in a world where you all decide to sit there and judge me by all the internet can do is talk about streets and how badly you can treat a veteran back home. And you just sit there and sit there and sit there. That's not how the technology, that's why our technology is going to help us. When I'm an American citizen and I'm your customer using the internet, if you're a businessman, you will understand what a customer means. So I highly doubt if everybody found out we're billions of naked people online and not everybody's getting arrested over the same shit and being millionaires and billionaires off of sex and nudity all around me. After 9/11 attack as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. But we all live in a social media world and watch the same internet, but my hometown court is talking to me. I'm an idiot, or stupid, or slow. I don't understand. And the more you treat me like I'm stupid, is the more you could treat me like an asshole. Oh, if he doesn't know anything about the internet and how to use it, then I'm going to sit there and fuck you over as the streets. So I don't know how much people did that back home, and that's what you think about going on a computer after 9/11 as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City around. Because I'm just the same thinking, how if people see the movies as I see it, it's like it didn't make sense that every single person should have lived on Titanic. Not because there was a billionaire on Titanic. They had a Navy crew That's the fact right there. It was not learn today, sail the ship. No shit. There was a Navy crew. That's what's messing my mind up. I highly, people stay in the military for a reason, because of the real life, because according to the civilized real life you all claim on the internet. Because you all work together in the military and be good friends. So you think their Navy friends on the crew want to see their Navy friends die on a cruise? Somebody must have picked up something before they even hit that iceberg, saying, if the propeller is not strong enough to turn this goddamn ship, holy shit, we gotta go back to the drawing board because we didn't build Titanic the right way.
It's right below us.
The captain must have saw that iceberg. If the captain's sailing fast as hell, the captain's up. He's not sleeping in the damn bed. The captain's following what's going on outside as a Navy crew. And he saw that iceberg before anybody else did. And he ordered everybody to come up on the top floor. Let's take out all these cars off of these goddamn. But then, I was thinking, all they had to do was ram the goddamn iceberg. It's April. It's not fucking February. It's not fucking January, March. It's April. That iceberg has to be melting by now. And they could have, all that weight could have ran that iceberg. So, you know, the story doesn't make any sense to me. So, the story on, man, how easy it is to talk shit about each other because you put the streets on the internet. So, you know what? I'm still going to try to be a goofy guy. I like making people laugh. I feel like people try to beat the crap out of me back home because you don't want me to feel like an American hero. Man, you guys beat the crap out of me, and I still stood up and said, go fuck yourself as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, as an American hero living in American online social media world. Because unless I'm going outside and cursing everybody out and saying, fuck you, fuck this, you're just hacking my computer and jealous of me that I'm an American hero. So yeah, Toby died and I'm sad. But I'm like, he's picking on me. And I cared about Toby because it seems like Toby would have had my back and stand up for me. Unlike everybody else, because there's so much respect on the streets around the world. So whatever, this is your disabled combat veteran actor, Michael Commiso and the Battle Buddies on.